Alright, so for the last part of this video, I'm just going to show you how to trim this so it's like at the length you want it to be, and how to save it as a video. Because once again, an After Effects file is not a video. And if you've been doing this whole tutorial and you haven't saved yet, like I have, remember, Command S and save, because After Effects likes to crash. So I'm going to go File, Save. I'll open up Save As anyways. I will find the folder that I was creating all my work in. Intro to After Effects, and I'll call this final and saved. All right, why did I save that? Because every now and then I have this theory that all Adobe programs like to crash on you when you're exporting. So, and it's happened to me, and I think it's happened to everybody who's ever exported videos at some point or another. So, always before you export, make sure you save. A little Command S and save. Make it like a nervous twitch. And once it is saved, it does autosave every 15 minutes, so do get in the practice of when you open up a file, save and save often, yeah? So, this is kind of where my video ends, yeah? What I'd like to do is I'd like to have this whole thing to fade to black, and I don't want to fade all of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my composition, and I'm going to drag it into a new composition, just like that. Boom, new composition with that. So at the point where I want it to end, I could hit T for transparency. I could, set that first keyframe there. I'll move it a little bit earlier and have it go to this point, and I'll make it go 0 there. So now it fades to black. It will be black when it renders out, but just to prove it to you, I'll also make it black in here. So it fades out. So it finishes right now at 8 seconds and 13 frames. I could drag this along to have that be the point where it finishes, or I could go Command K or composition settings, and I could change the duration to, let's say, 9 seconds and do it that way as well. So there's a couple different ways of just trimming your composition so it's the right length. So I've got my thing and it ends, and oh, that needs to finish way earlier. There's a lot of stuff where have it fade when there's still a bit sort of going on. See, it's not very good. And actually, I could end this at 8 seconds. So I'm going to hit Command K again, change that to 8 seconds. Boom. Awesome. Happy with that. So, once again, After Effects files are just a bit of data that puts a bunch of things together to stream your movie when you play it inside of this. For the love of God, don't export After Effects files by recording your screen with a phone. I see you guys doing it. It breaks my heart when I see it. So when you're done, actually, and don't screen record with QuickTime. This is not how you export it. Now, if you're on your computers and you haven't downloaded the program Media Encoder yet from Adobe, do that now and then watch the rest of this video because the Media Encoder won't work. So you want to click, so you're in your composition here, and this is the composition you want to export. You notice I've got 3 other tabs because it's a scene within a scene within a scene. So I need to be in the one that I want to export. I'll have the blue line around it, and then I'm going to go up to here, composition, add to Media Encoder queue. You can render inside of After Effects, but it limits you to just really shitty QuickTimes. So we're going to ignore that and go to Media Encoder queue because Media Encoder is our friend. Now, if Media Encoder is not open already on your computer, it will take forever to open. But when it's open, it's a friendly program that lets you convert one file to the next. You use it all the time. To save you time with the video, I have Media Encoder open. So I've added to Media Encoder queue. And it sometimes glitches like this. So basically, click down here, composition, add to Media Encoder queue. And if it does that glitch, it'll show up with 2. Select the top one that you don't want, press delete because it will render the same video twice, and export it twice. And we don't want to do that. So, where do you want to export this? What sort of settings? So, I'm using YouTube. So, down here, if you haven't used Media Encoder before, is all the different files and formats, so you don't have to remember a lot of numbers. So, I could go down to the one under web video, under social media, and I could find it helps if I'm better at using my trackpad. The YouTube settings. And then I can do YouTube 1080p. That's what we're working in. So I can drag and drop that on top of that. So what are those settings? If you click on it, Come on. This is because my computer's doing a lot with its graphic card right now, but it's like, oh, cat, what are you doing? Come on. If you click that, it'll show you your settings. So once again, it's 1920 by 1080, 24 frames per second because it's using the one from the frame rate, square pixels, hardware encoding, all that stuff's fine. You can have a quick look at what your video looks like there, check that it's okay, but you could just click and add that, and afterwards it gives you custom because I looked at the settings. I can click there to tell it where to save, so I'm going to click desktop, I'm going to put it in my folder because I'm going to really organize like that. Shakespeare portrait, final, save, and to actually render it as a video, you press the play button there. It will show you it rendering down there. And it's almost done. Wait for it. When it's done, boom, green check mark. If you click that, it opens it up in the Finder for you. And there it is, my final animation. All ready to export and put up on YouTube. And that's basically it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or send me an email. I appreciate you guys sticking through to the end of this. And if there's anything in particular you want me to show you how to do in After Effects, please shoot me an email as well. I'd be happy to show you. Thanks so much for watching and have a good evening.